Hey everyone, my name is Kaye Nicholson. I'm an independent consultant and area manager with Arbonne International, and I am here with.
Hi, everybody. My name is Liz Hall. I am an independent consultant and area manager with Arbonne as well.
And we thought we would come on and just share some of the reasons why we love Arbonne and also share some of the most common questions or comments that we get in this whole business that we're doing. So a couple of the things that we often get is, how do we get paid? I simply don't have enough time to do it. I'm scared of what people might think of me. And why did you choose Arbonne? So for Liz, why don't you go ahead and just share a little bit about how we get paid?
Sure. So we get paid 4 different ways. So first is commissions simply on product sales. So if I'm sharing protein or the 30 days healthy living program, and I have a client that's interested in, like, oh my God, yes, I want to jump in and do this 30 days. I need to reset my body. They become a client of mine. I get a commission directly from those personal sales. Um, we also get what's called mentorship money. So if we have a team that we start building up a team of consultants underneath us and we're teaching them to do exactly the same thing, Arbonne gives us what's kind of called a mentorship pay. So Arbonne pays us to help support our clients in growing their businesses. So we get a commission off of that in their personal sales, their consultant sales. And then we also get what's called cash awards, which is when we hit certain goals, sales goals with Arbonne, that you get additional cash reward on top of your commissions. And then finally, when you promote to the third or fourth levels, which we call the VP levels, you get to earn a Mercedes-Benz cash bonus, cash award, towards any white Mercedes that you choose at both of those levels. So those are the 4 different ways that we get paid in Arbonne.
Awesome.
So, Kay, I will ask you, when someone shares that they think they're too busy for this business, which I think you would be so perfect to answer this question, because with what you were doing prior to Arbonne and having to add Arbonne to your plate, what is your best advice for that?
My best advice is just doing a little something every day to move you towards your goal is basically all we do. So I think one thing we forgot to share with whoever's watching this video was a little bit about our background. So I'll give you a little bit about my background, and then Liz, when it's your turn for your question, go ahead and share with yours as well. So I came to the 30 Days to Healthy Living plan 2.5 years ago, January of 2019. And I was experiencing some health issues and just some challenges that I was going through. And I knew that I needed to clean up my diet. And I didn't know exactly what that looked like until I did the 30 Days to Healthy Living plan. And I fell in love with the product. I fell in love with the people that were helping me through this plan. And then I was approached about the business because I had been successful on achieving my health goals. And people were starting to ask me, what did you do? You look amazing. Or I see that you're feeling better, or whatever it was. And I said no for a few times. And then, because I had all of those reservations, I thought I was too busy. I thought I was too good to do this business. I thought it was one of those things. I had all those things that people often associate with a network marketing business. And I thought that it was like the old network marketing businesses where you get paid or you have to recruit people, or, I had all the misconceptions that people often think. And it's simply not true. Like Liz just said, we only get paid, we're a product driven business, and we get paid when products are moved. So, if somebody orders fizz and protein from Liz, she earns a commission. If she teaches and trains somebody to do the business, we get a commission, and the other various things that Liz had said. So when I said yes to the business, I initially wanted to basically buy my products at wholesale because I wanted the extra discount as a consultant. And then I also wanted to maybe earn a couple extra $100 because I was PTA president. I was working part-time at the library, my library job, which I'm still at. And I was a busy mama and a busy wife. And I was like, how am I going to fit this into my day? And my sponsor, Seth and Amy, just said, you basically it seeps into the nooks and crannies of your day. And as I was moving forward with helping people, I found that I was just helping one person at a time. So, a text here, a conversation here, an event here, it really just kind of fit in. And it is a one size fits all. So, if you're a stay-at-home mama and you're wanting to do something, you might have a little bit more time, where for me, I had to spread it out over the day, and it really wasn't any different than kind of what I was already doing, right? I was already texting people. I was already having conversations with people. So I just kind of fitted in with that. So I hope that kind of answered that question a little bit.
Absolutely.
What was it for you? How were you able to answer that when people ask that?
So for me, I completely understand because I feel that we are all busy in different ways, whether we are a college student, a full-time working mama, stay-at-home mama, retiree, like I think we're all busy in just in different ways.
Mhm.
So for me, I felt the exact same way. I was like, oh my gosh, I had a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old at the time. I did the 30 Days to Healthy Living program as well, fell in love with it. My background's in fitness, so I thought I knew everything and everything that I needed to know about health, right? And the program just debunked that because I figured out that I did not know everything about it. And it really changed me personally in my health and how I feel my body, how I feed my family, and how I'm teaching my clients on getting overall healthy. So I fell in love with that. And because like, you know, being that I was really busy, being I had a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old at the time, the thought of adding the business on top of it was so scary. And I was like, how is this possible? How is this going to be possible for what I was already doing and training my clients at the same time? But what I saw with what Arbonne's about and the potential to be able to extend my reach and help even more people than I ever could, personal training one-on-one in a gym, only really servicing the people local to me. And I knew that I could do more with Arbonne and be able to, you know, spread my wings and help so many more people and to be able to have way more options than I ever could just training clients, way more options for me and my family. So when something is that important to you, when you have a big enough reason why you're doing something, you will make it work. Like you were saying, Kay, like you will fit in the nooks and crannies of your day. And I was already talking to people. I was already talking to my clients and friends and family. And why not weave in Arbonne because it's helped me? Why not weave it in and share it with other people that could potentially help them in their health too? So it was so seamless. And, you know, of course it comes with challenges here and there, but you make it work again.
Yeah.
When something's really that important to you, you make it work and you fit it in. And just, you know, staying organized on top of it really does help as well. Kind of like setting an appointment. You know,
Yeah.
when you set an appointment with the doctor, you're never going to miss it.
Right.
So it's kind of like this, like setting an appointment with yourself and growing your Arbonne business. And, you know, you're going to just stay committed to it because it's really important to you. So
Absolutely. And just to kind of touch off and branch off on what you just said a little bit, when I first heard the information, and I just wanted to also say that, you know, nothing's guaranteed. Results for everyone is different. You can check out the earnings at earnings.arbonne.com and kind of get your questions answered from either of us. But you can go to that website and look at that. But when I went to the first meeting, kind of, it was like the Discover Arbonne, and I saw the potential that could happen. And you know, I can't train someone else to do my library job unless I get out of that library job, right? I can't bestow my knowledge to anyone else because they would take my job, right? But this, I can teach and train anyone in the 6 different countries that we're in. I can teach them how to eat better. I also do Cooking with Miss Kaye, so I can teach them through my cooking videos how to feed their family and themselves better one meal at a time. My reach, like you said, is so much bigger than it is just in your little area where you're personal training in your community. You know, we can help people all over the US. I have clients from basically Maui all the way to Florida and New York, right? All over in between, just like yourself. So the reach is bigger. Now I have a client in the UK, or we have clients in the UK on my team. So we can help anyone in the 6 countries that we're in. And the other thing I was going to touch on was my husband owns his own business, and I have seen him, you know, he had the business established for, I don't know, 10 or 15 years when I met him. And I have seen how hard he has worked to maintain this business. And some people think that the owners are at the top, the owners are at the bottom of the rung, right? They serve everybody, and not everybody has the same why and the same vision as them. And I see how hard he works. And I saw this as an opportunity. As you know, I'm 50 and he's 55. So as we kind of move towards retirement, I saw this as a way to be able to replace his income. So I had a big picture of what I was doing, just more than the couple $100s a month I wanted to have help to clean my house. You know, I quickly figured that vision out, but that doesn't have to be for everybody. I always say that there's three types of consultants. I'm kind of getting off track here, but I hope it's okay. I always say that there's three types of consultants. There's the consultant that wants to purchase their products at wholesale. There's the consultant that wants to purchase at wholesale and wants to, buy their, or help their friends get fizz or protein or makeup or whatever it is, clean products. And then there's consultants like ourselves where we're truly building a business. And you can choose your own adventure. Like, everybody's welcome. I have all three on my team. I know Liz has all three I know you have all three on your team, and I've been all three, right? I just happen to be the one now that's actively building. So I kind of love that, the fact that we get to choose our own adventure, which I think is so, so awesome.
Yes.
So how did you handle when people, because I know I had the same thought and feeling, and most people do, like, what are people going to think of me? What are they going to think? Like, oh, is she doing one of those things? Like, how did you handle that when that came up for you? Because I'm sure, like me, somebody, probably said that to you.
Oh gosh, yeah. And I learned through this business how much I really do care about what people think. And I personally had to grow through all of that and
Right.
remember, at the end of the day, those people who might be chirping in one ear and hating on the other, or just have just something really mean to say, at the end of the day, those people don't pay my bills. Those people don't live in the roof with my family. They're not feeding me and my family, things like that. Their opinions don't, get deposited into my bank account. So at the
I
end
love
of the
that.
day,
Yeah.
yeah, at the end of the day, that's where the personal growth comes in. And I had to choose to just turn the channel and not let that get in the way of where I see myself going with this business and helping so many people and being able to change the trajectory of where me and my family are going.
Right.
So I feel a lot of that has to do with how we take it.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, we can either choose to let it fester and let it determine how we make our actions in the day,
Mm-hmm.
or we can choose otherwise and turn it off and be like, I'm going to just keep moving. Their opinions don't matter. I am working towards something way bigger than what their thoughts are right now. So it takes time, but and not saying that it doesn't sting. It really does sting, and it took a lot of time of consistently working on myself and working on my mindset to be able to not necessarily just completely turn it off, because it's going to happen. You're going to come across that. It's just you're able to better manage it when it does come, and that you can still continue to move forward.
Yeah.
So it's a tough one, and not saying, like I said, it's not easy, but it's just a work in progress. We always say that this business is a personal development business wrapped in health and wellness, because first and foremost, you have to personally grow in order for your business to grow. So,
Yep.
so
Absolutely.
okay. I mean, I feel like we covered such great, these are really a lot of the main topics that so many things that people ask us. For you, why did you specifically choose Arbonne? All the different other network marketing companies, and just your preconceived notions initially before you even jumped into Arbonne. Why did you choose Arbonne?
Right. And when I had never even heard of Arbonne before January of 2018, which seems so weird. Like, I feel like I've been doing it for so long now that I don't remember life before Arbonne. Of course I do, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's kind
yeah.
of funny. So, coming through the healthy living plan and really, at first I wasn't sure if it was going to work, because I had tried, I had gained 40 pounds or 50 pounds when I had my son, and I had struggled for 9 years to lose the 40 pounds of baby weight. And again, this 30 days to healthy living plan is not a weight loss program at all. It helped me learn how to fuel my body with the foods that work for me, and everybody's different and everyone's results are different too. So I was pleasantly surprised that by just nourishing my body the way it was meant to be nourished, it worked, which was amazing. And then I discovered the skincare, and then I discovered the makeup. And my relationship with my sponsor, or my consultant, Seth, was, he was always trying to help me be better. Like, what can I do for you? How can I help you? I never felt like he was trying to sell me anything. I never felt like I was just a number to him. Like, I felt like I was cared for while I was going through the process. And then when he shared the business with me, I had no intention of doing any sort of network marketing. Like, I had, like I said before, all those preconceived notions, like, it's one of those things, I'm not interested. And being a Virgo, I had 50 gazillion questions. Like I wanted to know everything. But when it really came down to it, I got to be honest, the first 3 months of my business, once I became a consultant, I was looking for I was looking for the aha. I was like, well, there has to be a catch somewhere. Or, I kept looking and I never found one. Like they're transparent. They, have the philosophy of wanting people to flourish, which is what our, as our owners or our founder's vision was, right? He created Arbonne 40 years ago to be a place where people could flourish, not only through the products that are botanically based, that are cruelty free, and good for the planet, but just even with the business. And I had no idea that the self confidence, the personal development, I had no idea that, or the relationships that I've had were going to come out of this. I had no clue. I thought I was just going to basically buy my products for wholesale and, earn some extra money and potentially like grow. But I don't know. I think the big part is the relationships and knowing that I'm aligned with a company that shares my core values and my beliefs. They want to leave the planet a better place than they found it. They not only want to be the best company in the world, but they want to be the best company for the world. And I just got chills when I said that. And I know that sounds stupid and cliche, but I'm working towards something bigger than myself. And, having you as a sideline sister, as well as some of the other ladies on our team and some of the guys too, we have some guys on our team also. It's just like, I found this whole new family that I wasn't looking for it. It just kind of happened. And I have so much fun with you guys. And it really is just an amazing journey. So I don't know, that was kind of a long-winded thing, but that was basically why I chose Arbonne. How about you? What was one of the reasons that you chose to stay?
Oh, wow. So initially my reason why I chose Arbonne and jump into the business was just to earn extra alongside what I was doing with training. I was like, oh, if I can help, pay for my kids' tuition, fantastic. Like that was my initial thing. And I was loving the program, like I was saying before, loving the product. So sure, why not? But again, kind of what you were saying, like my vision quickly grew as I was engulfed into the business and the community and the culture and learning more about the values of Arbonne and what they stand for. And I was like literally falling in love with so many different aspects of Arbonne. Like, yeah, the income potential is great, but like, oh my God, the community people, like meeting you and meeting all the other people on our team and just the vibe, the energy. I tell just my husband all the time, like, wow, I've never experienced such a great community of people without drama, and just like it just feels nice. And like you said, I wasn't looking for it. It was just like so many added bonuses to being a part of this company and this business. And I wasn't looking necessarily for personal growth, but I definitely needed to grow in so many ways.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, like, wow, I definitely needed to grow. I'm a completely different person now than I was 3 years ago in the best possible way.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like weird, like who was that person before? And I'm like so proud of where I've come so far. And just being able to like being in the fitness industry, like that's the core value of me. I love helping people get healthy. I love helping people and just like working with people one-on-one. I love that relationship aspect. And I love that I get to do that with Arbonne, but in a bigger scale too. Like you said, worldwide, we're global. So being able to help so many more people, and then just like the potential, like that it's absolutely limitless. And I love that. And I just love, exactly what Arbonne is about and where they're headed. Like you were saying, just like them wanting to, their sustainable lifestyle, their core values of sustainability, of being about, people, planet, and products, like making sure that everything is, pure, safe, and beneficial for consumers to use. I love that. I love that they just look at the whole big picture, not just one aspect. So I love being aligned also with a company like that. I mean, there's so many different reasons, and I'm like constantly falling in love with Arbonne in so many different ways every single day. But yeah, so I'm just so grateful to be a part of Arbonne, to have grown as a person alongside Arbonne and meeting some incredible people like you, Kaye, in Arbonne, and I'm so excited that we were able to do this and be able to kind of shed light on
Yeah.
a lot of these common questions and comments we get all the time. So if
Yeah.
you ever feel these thoughts, ever have these questions running in your mind, or may feel kind of things that we've expressed, it's absolutely normal and you're not alone at all.
Yeah. Awesome, Liz. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, this was so fun. I'm glad we got to do this
Yes,
together.
very, very fun.
All right, my dear. Well, yeah, like Liz said, thank you so much for watching this. And if you have any questions or comments or feel a tug to learn more, reach out to one of us. We're both going to post this on our social media. So reach out to one of us and we will be happy to help you. So bye
Yeah.
for now.
Bye,
Thanks for
everyone.
watching. Thanks, Liz.